So arguably one of the coolest stories and most popular stories in the Bible is the story of Peter walking on water. You know the story. Jesus heals people. He goes up on the mountainside to pray. The disciples get into a boat to go to the other side. It's the third watch of the night, as the scripture says. And Jesus decides to take a walk on water. They see him, the disciples, and they think he's a ghost. Peter gets out on the bow of the boat and says, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come." And Jesus looks at him and says, "Come." So the question is this: why did Peter come? But more specifically, why did he decide to walk? I gotta be honest, I'm swimming in that instance. I'm doing my best American crawl. I'm doing probably a backstroke, but Peter decides to walk, and the question is why? I think to likely bring us to the answer, we'd have to look back at that time and what the relationship between a rabbi and a student was. There were students that were just after acquiring knowledge from their rabbi, but then there was a higher level of student called a Talmud that was ultimately after saying and doing exactly what their rabbi was doing. It was a much more intimate, it was a much more intense relationship, and they were after imitating the rabbi. And here this Talmud, Peter, stands on the bow of the boat and he sees his rabbi, the ultimate rabbi, say, "Come." And in true Talmud fashion, he does what only he should do in that case. He does what his rabbi is doing, and he steps out. And Jesus gives him a water walking moment in his life. I truly believe that we're called to be imitators of Christ, and that God has water walking moments for us as well.